Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we have been at peace for a while now. It's actually slightly surprising that the AI has allowed us to sit at peace like this, considering that our ship power is not great and not improving, right? It's remarkable that, these guys haven't decided to attack us. I don't know why. They just didn't. And now we've had time to build up our infrastructure, and we would be much, much tougher to attack at this point. They shouldn't try to attack us right now. So we're building our gateway site in Sheet, of course, and we are also building a science nexus site down here. Monakadir, we did get this gateway site building, right? Right. Okay, cool. So that's all good. We're working our way towards our last ascension perk. We are a few years away from that still. We're probably going to go for Megastructure, although isn't there an edict for that? Now that I think about it.
Cleared.
I'm pretty sure... Yes. Yes, there is. And we can actually afford it. We're not going to turn that on right now. That would mean that we'd be able to construct 3 megastructures simultaneously if we took the Ascension perk as well. We'd have to think if we wanted the Ascension perk. That would be a real question at that point. How necessary would that Ascension perk really be? Probably not tremendously. But the question would be, what else would we take in its slot? And that's something that we would have to investigate. In fact, we could do that right now. We don't have a whole lot going on, so that wouldn't be a bad thing to do. So this is what we would have the options for up here. Some of these down here we don't have the ability to do, right? So, Galactic Wonders might not be a bad thing, actually. That's probably the one we go for. Ringworld's Matter Decompressors Dyson Spheres would be really good. Ringworld's less so. We would want the Matter Decompressor, and in particular. It's an interesting concept. We may end up thinking about that. So we have this science ship over here that's not actually doing anything. Our gateway site in Sheet is currently ready. I'm actually going to jump drive us over to Hualinga instead. Jump drive, please. Hualinga. There you go. And then you can head into Monakadir. But this science ship is not doing anything because it lost its scientist. Right. So we'll go for, this lady here, and we'll just go ahead and assist research. Cool. We also need to upgrade our gateway site in Sheet. So we'll get that going. We were going to build one in Subra, weren't we? We were. We can get to work on that. We can actually send this up over this way. Heading up to, Jit. That'll be relatively quick-ish. Slightly awkward because we don't have all of this put together yet. But once we get there, that'll be good. So there's this planet here that is, of course, another toxic world that was terraformed. And so we will need to clear out some of this stuff. Fantastic. Bunch of tile blockers being cleared out there. And let's take a look through our planets real quick. We may as well unpause. No real point in having it paused while we're doing this. Okay. Nothing to be done on our planets right now. Show us your ways. What do you got? A caravan cruiser? Get out of here. We don't care about that.
We have established a new planetary base.
Excellent. This one is not on a toxic world. So we're going to be doing our standard gene clinic. We're going to do a monument. And then I notice these gas extraction wells. We'll put that in, and then a city district. Cool. So that'll work. We have these 4 gateway sites that are currently upgrading. We're making our way over to Subra. And we're going to go up to 50% starbase upkeep from this starbase. I'm betting that it'll be fine based on our current energy credit increase. Yeah, it should be fine.
We have established a new planetary base.
It should be absolutely fine. This is another toxic world here, so we'll build our city district, and we will get these tile blockers cleared on out. Cool. That'll require additional work, of course. So there we go. What else do we have going on here? Any jobs now? No. Absolutely not. That's fine. Not hugely shocking. So we're working on this Science Nexus site. We have our construction ship that is heading up over this direction. How long on its jump drive? 25 days. That's not too bad. So you can just chill in Arcturus, to be honest. You don't need to go anywhere. And we'll jump out of there in 16 days. Where's our third construction ship at? Oh, we only have 2 now. That makes sense. We did go down to 2. That's completely fine. So we're going to jump drive over to Subra. And once we arrive here, we are going to build a gateway. Now, this one I'm not putting next to the hyper relay. They're going to be coming in from this side, most likely. We want them to be engaged by this station. So we're going to put it, like, off over here, where it's unlikely that anyone is going to get there without getting engaged by the station. We'll get that star hold upgrading, and yes, as expected, 50% starbase upkeep. Absolutely expected. Cool. Once we're done up here building this gateway site, of course, we're going to head back down to Monakadir, and we'll start working on our second megastructure at that point. Okay. So this is all looking very, very good, right? We're going to very soon have the endgame crisis happening. The question is, when will that pop in? And we have no real way of knowing when that'll happen.
Blockade cleared.
But the longer we're able to build up like this, the better off it'll be for us. We still have a lot of work to do internally. So this is looking good.
Complete.
There's this generator world that is lacking a worker job. And it's a robot. It's a non-sapient robot, I believe. So that means that it will need a job like an agriculture district or a mining district. Let's replace this robot assembly plant with a mineral purification plant. It's not great because there's only 2 mining districts here, right? But it'll kinda work. Kinda? Kinda. It'll kinda work. We should also start producing our Juggernaut at some point. So we'll get our Tectonic class Juggernaut produced. There we go. And that'll act as a mobile shipyard for us. And once we're done with this gateway site here, we're going to jump drive down to Arcturus. And then we're going to take that gateway, hopefully all the way to Monakadir. I'm hoping that this will be done by the time we're ready for that. We'll see. So we then queue up a jump drive over to Arcturus. How long on our gateway in Monakadir? 1,000 days? And how long is this going to be? A while. I don't know exactly how long, but it'll be a while. Noted. How is our Science Nexus site coming along? 42%. Not bad. Not bad at all. And we're about to get our next tradition here on this very next month tick. Utopian Dream is... Let's see. We have to take Mind and Body. That's the only one we can take. So the last one is going to be Harmonious Directives, giving us plus 50 Edict Fund. That's fine. 68 months on that, and that'll give us our last Ascension perk. We'll have to go through these and make sure that we get the one that we want. I'm currently leaning towards matter decompressors, but we'll see. This factory world needs a planetary administration. This generator world needs a specialist job now. That's good. That's what we want. For the moment, I'm going to put in an upgrade to our alloy nanoplates.
Cleared.
There we go. What else do we have here? Okay, this mining world here, this is actually a really good mining world. We should definitely put in a mining district. We're going to need to let that guy demote down to a worker job. That shouldn't take too long. Should be reasonably fine. And we've got all those toxic, or formerly toxic worlds being worked on. Okay, cool.
Blockade cleared.
And our gateway in Harmonious Repose is going to be done shortly. The command center there will be done shortly as well. So we're still working on upgrading Subra, right? And that's going to take some time. Our gateway has been constructed in Harmonious Repose, and I was hoping that we would end up getting additional starbase cap from the planets that we were settling. Unfortunately, we didn't. We might be able to get some out of some research. That's a possibility. But that'll be a little bit yet. So that's reasonably fine for right now.
Construction complete.
Okay, so we just finished up our Star Fortress there, or rather our Star Hold. Now we're upgrading it to a Star Fortress. And this mining
Blocker
world, how long
cleared.
is that on that demotion? 60 days. That's not bad. Not bad at all. I like it. Anything else to be done up through here at this moment? No. Okay. So that's looking good.
Blocker cleared.
Honestly,
Blocker cleared.
we might get rid of this ship after the gateway site is done. Because if we have this... Oh, hello, yes. We want to continue our service. Thank you. If we have this guy building the Science Nexus, then we can upgrade the Science Nexus and build a mega shipyard here. We really only need the one construction ship for that. And we're going to fall behind on it.
Blocker cleared.
So we really do only need the one construction ship. Once this is done, we'll get rid of it. It's 47% done, so it's got a ways to go yet. No doubt about that. And these upgrades are still being worked on. The Johan Index finished the construction of a Juggernaut. Our Juggernaut is going to be done fairly soon, so that's not any concern. It's 17% done right now. So that's looking absolutely fine. Checking in at Harmonious Repose is 57.8 for its strength. That feels low, doesn't it?
Blocker
Maybe not.
Cleared.
We're full on influence. We could come over here and, like, make claims on the Scanurians just to spend down our influence. There we go. Consider it spent. I'm sure the Scanurians are very happy about that. We can work on building up our fleets. For the moment, I'm not that concerned about it. I would actually rather spend the alloys on bulking up our stations. In reality, we need to upgrade all of these. That's not all that expensive. Go ahead and get that done. Our gateway in Andrusa is now done. That's great. And things are going very, very well at this point. Our infrastructure is well set up. We're getting those mega structures underway. It's looking great.
Scientific breakthrough
So once we're
achieved.
done here, I want to use this same construction ship and head over to Monkadir. We can't queue this up, unfortunately, without turning on the edict, which I'd rather
Okay,
not do
clear.
until we have to. Synth leader seems fine. What could possibly go wrong? Cool. So we're going to finish up our Synapse interceptors very shortly here. And that's all looking good. 300 days yet on the Subra station. And we're 66% done with our gateway. Cool. So we've just got big upgrades to go left, right?
Our ships
That's
have
mostly
been
what we're
made
doing right now.
superior.
Is just waiting on these big upgrades and for something to happen. Something is going to happen, for the record. We may go after the Dasanu consonants somewhat
Scientific
soon.
breakthrough achieved.
That wouldn't be a bad thing. So we can upgrade our hypercoms forum here. I think that's okay. On this Forge world, we require a robot-style job. We can simply build a
Scientific
mining
breakthrough
district.
Achieved.
It would
Blocker
work.
Cleared.
And beyond that, we should
Blocker
go for,
cleared.
like, energy weapon damage. Those are all the same cost. Starbase cap. Definitely bringing up our starbase cap. We would like to change that. Fantastic. This just migrated, I think. This is a Forge world here. Sounds good to me. We're going to definitely put in an alloy foundry. We want to get our alloy count up, after all. We actually just had a bunch of things change in terms of our employment here.
Blocker cleared.
This is a robot job. We can put in a mineral purification hub that will add in, I believe, an additional miner, which is fine. On this factory world, we've got a robot job. And robots cannot become specialists. Right. I definitely want to replace this robot assembly plant. And we could put in a mineral purification plant and put in a couple of mining districts. That'll be okay, I guess. It's not perfect. But it'll do. Okay, 81%. 100 days on this. We're getting close. We're getting very close now. Do we want to suddenly look a lot more powerful? Not at this moment. I'm completely okay with banking up our alloys. I think that's fine. No problems whatsoever. I do want to go through some of these newer worlds here. Okay, we have a gene clinic queued up here. I want to queue up a monument. Here we have a gene clinic queued. Let's put in a monument. Gene clinic is queued. We'll need a monument, but we are out of minerals. I'm actually just going to buy in 10,000. Okay, where were we? Here. Cool. We'll put in a monument. This, we don't have anything, so we need a gene clinic and a monument.
Cleared.
Unfortunately, they're kind of further apart now than they used to be.
Some manner of space-borne beast.
This will need to be a gene clinic, of course.
Construction complete.
And then the next one here will be a monument, but we can't put that in just yet. So Velonis and onward we'll come back to. We'll let those tile blockers continue to clear. Mura Prime is fine.
Blocker cleared.
No problem whatsoever there. 96% and 90%. Okay, so again, the Yukon is going to be disbanded once it finishes its gateway site here, which will be very shortly. 98, 99, and it is done. Cool. So we're going to disband this, and the gateway site will get upgraded. Perfect. So that's underway. We also want to make sure that this is upgrading to a citadel. There we go. We'll get that going. And now this construction site here is going to finish soon. It's at 93, but I don't want to lose the Unity just yet. We're 39 months away from getting our last Ascension perk. That's going to... I think we wait, actually, until that's done. Until we get that to enact that second megastructure construction. I think that'll make more sense. Okay, we may as well queue up a gene clinic here. That was a gas extraction well. I mean, we want that eventually, but we want this gene clinic. There we go. And then here we want a gene clinic and a monument. Cool. And we're still... Okay, there's Monakadir done. That's great. We're still waiting on Velonis and Nahal to get a little bit more tile blocker clearances done. But for the moment, that's fine. Okay, the commonality of Azan's Crucible is laying claim to our systems. This could mean that they're thinking about attacking us. Our Science Nexus has now been constructed. We are going to head over to Monakadir and begin work on our mega shipyard site. There we go. And for our Science Nexus, we are going to begin upgrading this soon. But we're going to wait for just a little bit. All of that claiming does make me think that we might need to do something here. 36 months.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Okay. Let's go ahead and grab armor hit points. There we go. No, I think we need to. I think we need to speed this up. So we need to do Architectural Renaissance here and begin work on our Science Nexus site. There we go.
Blocker clear.
So that, of course, uses up most of our alloys that we had banked. But that will accelerate us a little bit. We're 73 months away from our Ascension perk now, but we're much closer to getting all of this online. So that'll be okay. +7 society research up over here. Noted. For now, that's okay. This factory world, I absolutely want to put in an alloy foundry. 100%. This guy, unfortunately, won't actually work here. But this is going to be a foundry world, or rather a forge world, not a factory world. Okay. What else do we have going on here? There's this forge world that's correctly set up. We'll put in an alloy foundry and just verify that that is indeed a forge world. This industrial world here, we can definitely put in an industrial district. That will help both. I'm fine with that. Okay, cool. So we're making 528 alloys per month. The commonality is superior to us technologically. They're equivalent to us economically. Okay, noted. We are very likely going to catch back up and or exceed them once our Science Nexus is online, amongst other things. Cleared. But for the moment, I want to bank alloys and possibly actually start putting them into our fleets at this point. Yeah, I think that does make sense to start bulking up our fleets a little bit. After all, the mega shipyard's going to take a while to build. There's a gateway in the sheet system, and we can activate the surveyor again. Consider it done. The science nexus will be coming online soon enough as well. We just got a bunch of tile blockers cleared. I want to check up here on Volonis. Actually, Volonis and Nahal are not yet ready to be finished up for the moment. Okay, well that's reasonably fine. There's a robot pop here. We'll let it migrate. Low stability on Volonis Prime is unsurprising at this point. We are working on those tile blocker clearances, and that should fix it. I think there's absolutely no problem there. And we will, of course, continue to reinforce our fleets. We need to appear a little stronger right now if these guys are claiming our systems.
Locket cleared.
Hello, pause menu. So, yeah, we need to get this to go away. And a good way to do that would be to bring up our naval cap. Sounds good to me. Just getting our mega shipyard online will be a huge boon for us on that front, though. And our science nexus. Both of those will be great. We'll have a strategic coordination center eventually as well. We're going to build like all of those down here. But with our fleet building up, that does mean that we can theoretically come up here and attack these guys. Hello, pause menu. I keep trying to hit escape to get out of that. But we can theoretically come up here and attack these guys once our fleet is at max if it looks like we're not going to get attacked. So that's absolutely okay. I don't mind that in the slightest. So we are starting to put some of our alloys into ship production, but almost all of it is still going into megastructures, right? So that's fine. 538 alloys per month now. That's definitely an improvement, and we're starting to really focus on that now. We're going to get a system capital complex here. Cool. And what else do we need? Nothing. Okay. Let's check in on Volonis and Nahal. Neither of them are in a situation right now where they're ready for their monuments. They'll get there, but they're not there yet. What is the price on alloys right now? It's kind of high. Not tremendously high, but kind of high.
Locket cleared.
Okay. We'll continue putting alloys into our ship production. We've spent about 10k alloys on that so far. And yeah, these guys are claiming our systems. They may just be doing what we did with the Skenurians and just spending down their influence. That's a possibility. We haven't seen that they're planning to declare on us. So we'll see if that ends up happening. This is allegedly a factory world here. I'm going to put in an alloy foundry and mark it as a forge world. Because we absolutely do require additional alloys. I want to hit that 1,000 alloy per month mark, and I want to hit it soon. So that'll be okay. How's our tech coming? 16 months on that starbase cap? Okay. That sounds fine. Okay, we don't care about that war necessarily. 1,900 days until our science nexus comes online in its first iteration. And a lot longer until our mega shipyard comes online. But that's okay. No big deal there. We're going to be able to supply ships to the front so much more quickly. We're going to be able to move. We're going to be able to fight much more effectively. We're continuing to reinforce our fleets. We need another 40,000 alloys for that. So that's like 80 months. Actually, like 84 months. That's assuming 500, which is not necessarily true. So probably closer to like 60 months or 5 years. That's fine. This is a factory world right now. I'm actually going to move it over to an industrial world. And upgrade the alloy nanoplants. There we go. We're keeping an eye on our consumer goods. We don't want that to dip negative, but as long as we're positive, we're okay with that. Cleared. This is allegedly a generator world right now. I think that upgrading the energy nexus here is reasonably fine. And we just got a couple more tile blockers cleared. That sounds good. We're lacking housing here. Industrial districts are housing positive, so we're going to put in an industrial district there. Complete. That looks good. And of course, Vilonis can now grab its monument, and Nahal almost can. Not quite yet. Noted. So let's check in on our megastructures down here. Yeah, our last gateway site in Subra is almost complete. Looking good. And our mega shipyard site in Monakadir is 57% done now. Okay, let's check in on the commonality. Still considered overwhelming. Okay. We still have a long ways to go to get our ships replenished. No doubt about that. But we have definitely boosted up our alloy income. It needs to go further. But we knew it was only a matter of time until the AI decided to start getting frisky again. So it's fine. It's completely fine. We need a ruler demotion here and here. Those are okay. We'll just wait on those. What else do we have? Sirius requires a structure. Okay, this is a mining world, and we can't get any more mining out of it. Do we have anything like... Nope. Okay, we don't have any free strategic resources. I'm just going to put in an industrial district, and that will do. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to build up our mega structures, build up our fleet, and potentially, depending on how much progress we make on that, we might attack the Dasanu consonants. We'll see. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, ALS Gamer, Kentuin, James, Shadowwolf, Mlohan80, Kentogan, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Unisoul, Kadra, Rogue Corvid, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.